Again, just looking up as we pass the ANZ Gothic building, you can see the Gothic features, the gargoyles carved into the posts. As the Uber Eats guy on the footpath, can't understand why he would be on the footpath in Melbourne when there's a road right beside you.
Welcome to Mister Munro. Please wait here to be seated. Let's have a look, see what we have on offer today. We've got cereals and juices. Teas and coffees. One black for us. Breads and toasts. And across to our hot stations. Let's see what we have on offer today. The obligatory scrambled eggs. This looks like bacon. Sausages. Mushrooms. And can't forget the grilled tomatoes. With the hash browns, baked beans, pastries, and back around to the cereals. Some fresh fruits. And the good old mueslis and yogurts. Quite impressed with the breakfast. Today I've gone for the scrambled eggs, baked beans, mushrooms, sausage bacon, hash brown, piece of toast, orange juice, and the good old black coffee. Today is Monday the 15th of December as we step out the front of the Victoria Hotel here in Little Collins Street. Just give you a bit of an idea as to the location. To my immediate left and just down the hill there, at those traffic lights, is Swanston Street. So you're right beside the Melbourne Town Hall, which is like a 2-second walk. And just looking the other way, it's a little laneway across the road here, which takes you down to Bourke Street. Yes, it says road closed, but we're walking, so hopefully they'll let us through. We've just found this little access point through some sort of building, all the way through to Bourke Street, which will take us out opposite the Kmart store in Bourke Street. And just like that, we're out onto the Bourke Street Mall. Here opposite the Kmart store. And our destination today is this new TK Maxx store that wasn't open during our last trip. So we'll duck inside and see what it's like today. I'm reliably told that one can never have too many bags. Bags, bags, and more bags. We have this case of pre-loved, genuine Gucci and branded Yves Saint Laurent bags, ranging in prices. The Marmont camera bag here, $2,999 in black, $2,999 in the beige. Retail Gucci price new, $3,200. For that particular model, $3,050. Australian dollars we're talking here. TK Maxx, Bourke Street. On a serious shopping note though, those of you that are looking to buy things here at the TK Maxx store in Bourke Street, they have a really good selection. Quite a large selection. Suitcases, all different styles, all different sizes, all different colours. Something for everyone. And really handy for any international travellers or any travellers at all who might be in the market for a new suitcase. Just dropping off our booty. From our room in the West Wing at 305, with the little Collins Street facing room, the other option was to have a Courtyard facing room. And just for those of you playing along at home, there's the view to the Courtyard. Pretty impressive Courtyard. Go for the street view room. In our last Melbourne Staycation vlog, I did mention the Brunettis here on Swanston Street and didn't actually show it to you guys. So let's have a look what it's like. The Brunettis here on Swanston Street, just near the town hall. And just down from our hotel, Victoria Hotel, where we're staying at the moment. And like I said, we're already down on Swanston Street, so the walk is quite close. On our staycation in the city, Melbourne Town Hall. No idea why that guy had to ride into the traffic on his bike when there is designated bike lanes here. Absolute stupidity. But anyway, just back to our show. And we'll duck around the Christmas photos that are being done here in Melbourne. I might even avail ourselves of one ourselves. We're going to enter the visitor centre shop here, which has a range of locally made goods for sale. Christmas themed at the moment. Experiences and things to do around the city of Melbourne. Things to do around Victoria. And even a booking desk where you can book winery tours and other things to do here in Victoria. There you go, book your experience. And the young girl Charlotte behind the counter there, as we make our way back out through the gift shop, which is actually a part of the visitor centre here in Melbourne. Only in the city, Melbourne. As we cross Swanston Street here on Collins Street, heading down from near the town hall and the Paris end of Collins Street, which is behind me, with the high-end retail stores including Louis Vuitton, Gucci, who we visited yesterday, and other major high-end retailers, Balenciaga and Co. The Loon Croissanterie is back behind us there, which we went to in our last vlog in the Melbourne CBD on our staycation, our last staycation at the Marriott and up in Exhibition Street, corner of Exhibition and Lonsdale Streets. Today we're making our way down Collins Street, heading down to the Mitre Tavern for a pint and some lunch. There's still a number of high-end retailers at this end of Collins Street, including Tissot or Tissot, Swiss watches, Swatch, Rolex, Burberry across the road and behind that truck, and in its traditional, what colour would you call that, Louise? Tiffany blue box coloured Tiffany & Co store. Another one that we spent a little bit of time and a little bit of our hard-earns at. But yeah, nice part of the city here in Collins Street that we're walking down today. Let's see what the Block Arcade has to show us today. It's another very pretty arcade here in Melbourne. The Block Arcade. Let's have a look. Decorated in its Christmas theme at the moment. Architecture absolutely magnificent. We've got this pastry shop here, which we'll have a quick look at. It's a range of different tarts and other pastries, cakes. Okay. Now we have actually had a high tea, Louise and I, here previously, but today we'll be just having a quick look around and heading on down to the Mitre Tavern. Block Arcade here in Melbourne, folks, and making our way past the Victory and Melbourne City players who are doing some sort of interviews there, in behind Santa. Good morning, Santa, how are you? The Hague's Chocolate Shop here in the Block Arcade.
and we'll make our way around to the left. Can go straight through to the streetway that way. Here's another little look at the Melbourne cafe culture here, with all the little coffee shops here in Melbourne. Again, for you visitors coming to Melbourne, this is just off the Block Arcade. Highly recommend you take some time just to meander through the streets and the little laneways here in Melbourne. Really, really pretty, and a lot of little options for teas and coffees and anything else that tickles your fancy. Like little laneway through the Block Arcade, Block Place it was called. We made it out onto Little Collins Street and have wandered back onto Elizabeth Street. Just walking the pathways that we know. Elizabeth Street runs all the way down to Flinders Street train station, which takes you across to the South Bank precinct here in Melbourne, which we have already shown on earlier episodes of Just Love Travel and Dining. Just passing the old Treasury building here on Collins Street, 394 Collins Street. It used to be a restaurant, bar and restaurant. We have actually had dinner there once before, a couple of years ago now. I'm not sure whether it's still operating. I think that was pre-COVID that we went there. It is still operating, the Bank Bar and Restaurant. And we'll check out the menu and have a quick look at the place. It's a really beautiful old building. Some more of the history here in Melbourne. The bank here on the corner of Collins and Elizabeth Streets in Melbourne. Okay, so how does the story go? 3 men walk into a bank, or in our case, 1 man and 1 lady walk into a bank. Can't go past the bar. We've missed the express lunch special. We finished at 2 o'clock. It's now 2:50 in the afternoon. But cheers. Just enjoying our staycation, and here at the bank on the corner of Collins and Queen Street in Melbourne. This definitely was an old bank, so I dare say these would have been where the tellers would have worked back in the day, and the different offices that would have been around the bank. And the tellers are here on both sides, so obviously that was the inquiries counter, and we've actually taken a seat here at table 81 in front of what are the old actual tellers booths. And this is why we're the accidental tourists. After stopping in at the bank on Collins here for a quick beer, or just to have a look at the place, I've just made a reservation. We'll be back for dinner after finally making it to the Mitre Tavern, which is just up the road. We've been here a number of times before. Again, it's one of those unusual little places. Really old, a lot of history, tucked away in this laneway bank place here in Melbourne. Attracts a lot of the business clientele from around this area. Even though it's a Monday, some of the boys here look and sound a little bit merry. The Mitre Tavern. As Gary says, let's give it a go. As you can see from the decor, quite a lot of history here at the Mitre Tavern in Melbourne. Hard life being a content creator, budding content creator here at the Mitre Tavern. Cheers, guys. Today we've gone for a pint of the Mitre Tavern Lager and a glass of bubbles, of course. Just enjoying the relaxed atmosphere here at the Mitre Tavern on the corner of Mitre Lane here in Melbourne. Living large at the Mitre Tavern here in Bank Place. The Mitre Tavern dates back to 1850s when it was a private residence initially, before getting its liquor licence in 1868 and becoming a licensed establishment for over 150 continuous years. They have tried over the years to change it, knock it down, rebuild it, but it's fought the fight and stayed true to its roots. Over 150 years as a pub,
pretty impressive. It is actually on record. Look it up. Melbourne's oldest pub, the Mitre Tavern. Cheers, guys.
Okay, we've made it to the Sherlock Holmes, and we'll head down the stairs to the bar area below. Typical of these English pubs, like the Charles Dickens, which we visited yesterday, and which we will potentially revisit again later. Actually, no, we won't. The Sherlock Holmes, quite again a unique little establishment. Very English in the layout. And okay, I've gone for the pint of the Tetleys that the lady is pouring for me here today at the Sherlock Holmes here in Melbourne. Like watching a pot of water boil, waiting for my Tetley's pint to settle. Louise's bubbles at the ready. Rosa has done a great job. Finally, the Tetleys are settled. Cheers. It is hard being a content creator. I'm not a good content creator, but still a content creator. Hope you're enjoying this. Cheers from the Sherlock Holmes Tavern here in Melbourne, in the CBD on Collins Street. This pub with the old look and the old feel that it does have, and it does look like it's been here for a million years, was actually opened in, wait for it, 1985. Not that long ago. 1985, year 11 high school for me. First time around, only time around, lucky for that. So 1985 this place was opened. The owner's aim was to open a pub or a tavern with that old English pommy style, as they called it. Cheers to the owner of Sherlock Holmes Tavern. And the excitement mounts. London Pride, Fuller's London Pride. Do they have it on tap? Fingers crossed. Looks like a goer. Guess who's getting a pint of London Fuller's? Guess who's getting a pint of Fuller's London? Okay, as we resume transmission here at the Sherlock Holmes in Melbourne. The steaks have gone up a little bit. London Fuller's Pride on tap. Just bought a pint. Really looking forward to giving it a go. As Gary says, let's give it a go. It does take me back to London a little bit. There is still a difference. This is cask conditioned English beer. It's imported. It runs through the lines here in Melbourne, so it's chilled on the way to the glass, which in England they're not. So in London they're not. So the cask ales in London, for those of you who may be in the know, they're kept at the temperature. They're kept in wooden casks, wooden barrels, in the cellars, at the temperature of the cellar, which is generally quite cold. They're not refrigerated. They're not chilled, and they're hand pumped into the glass. As close as I'm going to get, pint of London Pride, just giving it a go. Enjoy the show. And just like that, we're done as we're leaving the Sherlock Holmes on our way back to the bank for dinner tonight. Looking forward to having a couple of steaks. We're going to order a porterhouse and a rump tonight. So we're going to do a little bit of a steak comparison for you guys to have a look at. Sherlock Holmes here on Collins Street, number 415 Collins Street in Melbourne. Back to the bank for that steak dinner tonight. Treasury on Collins, 394 Collins Street. And dinner is served. I've gone for the porterhouse. Louise has gone for the rump. Medium porterhouse, a little bit overdone. How's the rump, Louise?
Yeah, same.
My steak is definitely looking medium. I've got the cooked cos salad with mine, with the sweet potato fries, and we'll wait to see how Louise goes as she gets to the middle of that 400 gram rump. Mine's a 300 gram porterhouse, 400 gram rump. Well, we went for the porterhouse, 300 gram porterhouse and the 400 gram rump. One was as good as the other. I really enjoyed the porterhouse with the black pepper sauce. Louise had the rump with the jus. They were really, really good. I had the, was it the cooked cos lettuce? So it was like a charred cos lettuce with mine. As you can see from my plate, there is nothing
but daylight between me and leaving here quite full. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend this place. On a Monday is steak night, so the $32 porterhouse steak is available every night, Monday to Friday, as I mentioned earlier. The rump steak, the 400 gram rump steak, is the Monday night special. So if you're after steaks, again, we set sail today without a real destination apart from the Mitre Tavern for a beer as our goal. Lucky enough to find this place. We only stopped in to see if it was still open. Had a quick drink, read the menu, came back for dinner, and really enjoyed it.
And
10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up.
Sorry, didn't a drink come included with your meal?
Yes, so both our drinks included a beer, and again I went for the Mountain Goat Midi, and Louise went for the sparkling. I probably should have gone for a glass of red. Brain wasn't thinking quick enough when I did the order. And would you agree, would you have had a glass of red with your steak?
Yeah, definitely.
So probably should have gone for a couple of glasses of red. That was included in those price those meals. So 67 odd Australian dollars for 2 really nice steak meals with a drink each. You can't go wrong. We're heading back to the Victoria Hotel. Going to settle into the Vic's Bar. Vic's, is it called Vic's Bar?
Yes.
Vic's Bar. And use our complimentary drink passes that are burning a hole in our pocket. Hopefully you've enjoyed today as much as we have. There's only a little bit more footage I'll show you here just to show you a little bit more of Vic's Bar, but after that we'll be turning in for the evening. Cheers guys. Last drinks at Vic's Bar here at the Victoria Hotel in Little Collins Street. Louise, cheers. Cheers Louise. It's been a good stay, we've enjoyed our time. The happy hour here at Vic's Bar from 4 to 7 every night gives you some really good value drinks if that's what you're looking for. The service from Chris, our bartender tonight, is on point. He's quite diligent with regards to his service and responsible service of alcohol, which was important, I think, at a couple of occasions. But you get what you pay for here. This is a nice hotel in the budget range, yes, but location-wise, second to none. Within a very close walk to Swanston Street, Bourke Street Mall, the Paris Centre, Collins Street. Number of little bars and restaurants that you can visit around this place. The breakfast here was really nice tonight, and you'll see tomorrow morning's breakfast when we have it tomorrow. The bed is comfy. Do ask for the Collins Street or Little Collins Street view room. The internal courtyard, we wouldn't.
Yet to confirm.
Yeah, yet to confirm, but not an area that we want to sort of be located in front of. So again, we were told that the view onto the Little Collins Street may be a little bit noisy.
Hasn't been noisy at all.
Not a peep. Look, it's Melbourne, it's December, irrespective, even if it's New Year's Eve, it's not noisy. You got the Brunettis on the corner if you're a real coffee snob. The coffee and the breakfast here was really good though. Vic's Bar is sensational. Mister Munro is the restaurant next door. We haven't had a meal there, but we did have breakfast there. They do meals at a pretty good rate, like I think about $25 for a lunch, which is again quite good value in this part of Melbourne, in any part of Melbourne. But anyway, cheers guys. Hope you enjoyed our stay at the Victoria Hotel as much as we did. Cheers Louise.
Cheers.
And we'll see you in the morning. God bless.